So a lot of people have been asking for me to do this video on how to be a good beast in Flee the Facility, because as you know, I'm literally the best beast in the world, best top 1 player by far, rating points off the charts. So I'm going to put some footage in the background here, just as I talk about how to become the best beast in the world. Stick around. So to start things off, I'm just going to say right away, FYI, just so you know, I am not going to be telling you all the tricks that I know in the books, because if I do that, the whole entire Flee the Facility community will be better than me, so I'm just not going to do that. People have asked me about how to give them tips and tricks, and how to be, better than just knowing tips and tricks and stuff. But I'm not going to be telling you any of those, because those are my special secrets that only I should know, and you can learn along your journey of playing. So first off, when I think about how to be a good beast in Flee the Facility, I think of an acronym.
Acronym.
MMC, that's right. You probably know about Minecraft Monday, MCM. Okay, I'm a nerd, I'm gonna stop. But anyways, MMC, I will just teach you what that means really quick. Movement is the first M, memorization is the second M, and campable spots is the third. So the first M goes to movement. Now, literally, this is the most important one out of all of them. Please don't underestimate me when I say this. Your movement is the most important thing when you play this game. If you waste 2 seconds somewhere, it could cost you the entire game. I'm not even joking. You need to have good movement when you play this game. That means you need to learn how to window climb. You need to learn how to wall hop as beast. You need to learn how to use routes to your advantage, and you need to learn the fastest routes to get to different spots. Now, what I mean by this is, let's say that you're walking into the maze like I am right now at this very moment. You notice that I am trying to stay as close to where I want to go as I possibly can. So as you can see, I'm staying close to the wall here because I want to get into this doorway. Now I'm going to go around. I'm next to the wall, and I'm going to go straight to this window. I'm not lollygagging, going around in circles or anywhere. I'm just going directly where I want to go. We're not going in circles. We're not taking a long way. We're going directly where we want to, and we're getting as close as possible as we can to the things that we want to run past. As you see here, I'm just running by the bushes and blah blah blah. You get the movement. The only way to actually learn the best way to move is actually playing the game. Maybe just hop into a random game with level 1s and just walk around the map and try and get as close as to the walls as you possibly can, and try and find the best routes for going, to different spots. And then you will absolutely 100% learn how to have good movement in the game. It's just simple. If you practice, you're going to get better at the game. That is probably the #1 tip I have given to every person who has asked me. You need to play the game to get good at it. You can't just expect someone to give you tips and then become good at the game. That is not how it works. So anyways, the second M that I'm going to be talking about is memorization. Now, you might all be thinking, well, yes, obviously you have to memorize spots. Are you stupid? Yes, you do. But you have to memorize them in such a way that you won't forget where they are, and also memorize them in such a way that you can know where people are going to be when they are when they're hacking. So let's say that I walk into I'm playing on Homestead. I see a PC in white, a PC in logs, a PC in bottom brown, a PC in roof, and a PC in barn. And obviously I'm with 3 players here because there's only 5 PCs. So, I'm trying to remember what I said here. So, white, barn, bottom brown, logs, and barn. I already said that. Roof. Okay. So let's say you spawn in garage, and immediately you see that there is brown and logs. And you're like, oh, I can't put those spots. Maybe I should just sit here all around.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
No, you should not sit here all around because one, people will complain, and that may annoy you. Secondly, you can still get people without having to camp, and there is a third possibility that you will still lose because, yes, people suck. So, what you want to do is then go to other spots and check where they are first. So you go up, you check roof, you check attic, you see one in roof. You go to barn, you check barn. There's a person there. Actually, there's 2 people there. So you know that that computer is probably almost done. So what you do is you don't go back to that computer. You just go back to checking shed, white, and maze. Because you know, since you spent the first, maybe 25 seconds looking for PCs, and then you see 2 people hacking barn, you probably know that that one is maybe at least like 50% done. So you should know that that you should never go back to that one, and that one should most likely be one tap if they don't finish it. So then you do that, and then you capture somebody because you're a god. And then, by the way, if you get one person in a 3v1, you basically win if you have campable spots. Just gonna say that now. And then you remember that there's roof and roof, barn, roof, brown, and logs. So you run over there, and you see somebody hacking logs. Now, this is where it gets tricky, because either that means that roof is one tap, or that means that logs is really close. So if you're gonna hack, or sorry, if you're gonna camp logs and brown, you should know which one is closer to being done. So if logs is closer to being done, you should camp logs harder than brown. Yeah, it's just that simple. And most of the stuff you just learn by playing. Once again, practice. You should just practice, and then you'll get better. Also, if there's only one person left, now this is a super awesome tip that not a lot of people use to their advantage. If you capture somebody in a 2v1, like I've done right now, all you need to do is find the other person, because if you find where they are, you can literally just camp them, aka just sit there and follow them wherever they go because you can hear their footsteps. So yeah, if you get in a 2v1 situation and you capture somebody, just try and find the other person. Don't sit there and camp. So that was the second M. Now we're going to move on to the C, campable spots. So I already talked about this a little bit. As soon as you jump into a round, you should always look for campable spots. If you're in facility, check blues right away. If you're in Homestead, check maze, logs, brown, attic, roof. Because there's lots of doubles in Homestead that you wouldn't even think that they would be doubles, such as like attic and first floor. Those are doubles, but not a lot of people think they're doubles. Always look for campable spots at the beginning of the round. If you don't have any, then you just kind of, I guess you just kind of like camp the hard spots, I guess you could say, or don't camp them and just wait for someone to try and hack them because they're in a dangerous position. So then you could just get them. And even after you do all this stuff, sometimes you're still gonna lose. Yeah, it's part of the game. But at least you're having fun while you're doing it, I guess. So yeah, those are my tips for being a good beast. I hope you all learned a little bit from this. I guess you could call it a master class. So if you want me to do one of these for Survivor, I will gladly do one. Just make sure to leave a comment down below. Other than that, I will let you all back off to your days. Have a good rest of it, and keep fleeing. Peace out.